Right, so welcome back. Today we are doing all the soldier courses all the way around the plot. And as I'm doing this, carpenters are getting all the floors on, so that's a good sight to see going up. So I'll do a little run through of how we're doing the soldiers. So what we've got is a batten clamped back from the edge, just so it doesn't disturb. Brickwork on the corners, well, on the reveals. We're not using this for a level and a height in case the batten does sag in the middle. So I'm just going to get up our string line again and tack it to that side and then run it all the way through, so it's the same height as the brickwork. Underneath we've also got a batten on the edge propped up with all of our gauge marks set out, so we're not going to be spreading and we're actually going to have full bricks, full perps all the way along. We've got these little red marks as well where all of our peat vents are going in. They have only got to be sort of 600 centres, but you know, no harm in putting more in. So we've got one in from the end either side, and then we just spread the gap for the ones in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna get all the other lintels set up with Lewis and get cracking. Right, so quickly before I started, just mocked up a little sort of shutter thing because I can't really clamp onto a brick half on the end. So we're all set up everywhere now. So the trick is, you do want some nice creamy muck, but you don't want it running, you know, and soaked through, because you actually want the soldiers to be able to hold and knit together. So as I mentioned earlier, we've got all our peat vent marks out and line up, so let's get some laid. See, it's a bit tricky with all these battens in, but the battens do help you rather than hinder you for the most part. So I have set my batten, underside batten, to the brickwork either side, so I know the bottom of the brick will sit in line with that and lean against the front, so there's no tilting or turning. So personally, if you do have frogs, I like to first fill the frog and then perp it. Just so you know you've got a nice full perp. And it's as easy as just tap it down to your top line. Make sure the brick is good to the bottom harris. And just tiny bit off the line, because obviously you don't lay your brickwork tight to the line. There's no need to lay the soldiers. And then, see, we've got a nice flat face here. We can just boat level, get the first one pretty good, and then obviously not forgetting our peat vents. You do want to make sure that they are in line with the bottom of the brick, because when this batten will come away, the joint will be cleaned off back to the lintel. Obviously you want to make sure nice full perps. When you have the peat vents, it does help just to shave off a tiny bit on the back. If you want as well, give it a little rub, and as before, match it in. Yeah, my soldier's a bit wonky today. So unfortunately this one here worked about 20mm shy, so through this length I'm gonna have to tighten up all the perps. So I got to tighten up 10mm through here, Not a big issue. I'm sure we'll be able to do it. Once again, little rub. Into the bottom batten. And then just eye it in and get it good. So you might be able to tell, obviously this is filmed a couple days later than the last clip you've seen, because there's a lot more of the floor done now. We've had a few issues with the floor plan, so I had to play gopher to the merchants and sort it out. Mainly a few issues with a beam, because these joists through here are temporary, and that is a real landing where you can see that big 10B2. So yeah, problem solved. So I can crack on with my building. Also, it does help. See, this brick here, it's got a tiny chip there. You know, you would sometimes get away with it with these rustic, like 4 bricks. But it does help to try and keep, because this is a well, this is technically a detailed panel. It just helps to keep all your bricks, you know, uniform, of the same quality. Especially how this is on the roadside, so all this front section you will see when you know, a house is done. So I take my time a little bit just to make sure we're all spot on, because you know, it's my name on the brickwork. I'll make it the best I possibly can. See how we're already about halfway back to the joint, so making good progress in reaching the point we need to. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, as we are a day later, Lewis and Matt are off to a golf holiday in Malaga, I think. So for the week, it's just going to be me here. So got on the floors on, jump on all the joist cuts in between, and I got 600 thermalites coming so they can get dropped up on the floor and ready for building. Not wondering the regulations with these peep vent marks, can't really be no bigger than 600 centres. And ideally, aesthetically, you want one in from the end. Well, that's what I've been taught from my dad, who was a bricklaying contractor for about 25 years before he was doing his project managing for us. So yeah, they're there for knowledge, so why not use them? That's what I say. Do. Right, so hopefully that helped anyone who might be struggling with the soldier courses. I'm gonna get the time lapse set up and run around and get all of the soldiers laid. So hope you enjoy. And there we go, this is the last lintel to put the soldiers on. So once again, I hope the video helped out someone that needed a little bit of knowledge, or even, you know, a little bit of help in laying soldiers. So yeah, always nice to do, always a bit refreshing than straight brickwork. So yeah, once again, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next episode, and we'll be on the inside getting the block work up.